Are many who are willing to take the stage and turn that into professional career. Getting on the TEDx stage is like the highlight. It is a very highly coveted position to be selected for that speaking honor. And my name is Olivia Vo, your Savvy Social Pro, and I was thrilled when Irma Goosen reached out to me. She is a longtime collaborator. We've been together on many different summits, co-hosting the Sing Your Heart Song Summit. And she recently reached out to me to ask me for her help with a social media campaign, specifically as she prepares for the TEDx speaking event coming up very soon on July 23rd, TEDx Taft Avenue, held in San Diego, California. So for those of you who are unfamiliar with Irma, she is a celebrated international speaker and author of several books for youths. And she is a dual immigrant coming from South Africa to both US and Canada. And she likes to utilize her background to help other immigrant families with successfully integrating into their communities. Before we bring Irma on, here's just a quick promo clip to show you what she's been up to. Hang on. So without further ado, let's please all welcome Irma Goosen to our show today.
Hello, Olivia. And happy 4th of July, my American friend.
Thank you very much. And it's so funny that we can celebrate the holiday back to back because you recently celebrated Canada Day as well, too.
Yes.
So you're looking very refreshed today. You've been practicing hard for your TEDx talk.
Oh, absolutely. You know, I have been a Toastmaster for about 4 years, but secret, I can write a speech in a few minutes. This talk, I think I've rewritten it and changed it about 15 to 20 times. It's a never-ending work in progress.
Indeed, it does sound like a work in progress. And, congratulations. I know this is such a big honor for you, and it's something that you've been nurturing this dream for quite some time. So I definitely want to get people to know the backstory too, because this did not happen overnight.
No, it has been 2 years in the works, and it started off, funny enough, with a Toastmasters club in San Diego. And the charter member who started it all, she wanted to organize TEDx, an event. And of course, I'm on board. And she said, it's not going to be easy. You have to put in the work. Well, it's 2 years down the road with many meetings, many discussions, my ideas being rejected, my first few ideas, and eventually accepted. And then it's a lot of practice and fine tuning and practice and more fine tuning. And did I mention practice?
It sounds like the Sing Your Heart Song Summit all over again. Practice and rehearsals and all the logistics. Oh my gosh. And I'm so grateful that we got to meet, during that time and, to see how far you've grown from that. And big surprise, I mean, this is a stellar lineup of speakers that Jennifer is organizing for TEDx Taft Avenue. I looked at the roster and there's so many names that I recognize because they were part of our Sing Your Heart Song Summit that you and Steph Gar and I put together. So big shout out and congratulations to Chris Nielsen, Jackie Bailey, Dan Noss, Lottie Lasinak, and of course Jennifer Saunders for being a TEDx licensee and organizing this endeavor.
Yes, I am so impressed with what Jennifer has accomplished. She is a perfectionist. She knows what she wants. She has jumped through hoops to make this event happen. And I will definitely help her in the future with this, here from Canada's side, of course, because she wants people to succeed. She wants people who are on her stage to be worth her time, her effort, but also all the hard work they've put in. And I am just very grateful to Jennifer.
Absolutely. So if you're wanting to know more information about TEDx Taft Avenue, the link is on the screen. And please, if you're in the San Diego area, would love to support this event, you can get your tickets now. So don't delay. Get your tickets and join in. I promise you, I wish I could be there because the speakers and their speakers' bios are also available on the website. So you go ahead and check it out. And you'll be, I think, definitely very impressed with everything that people are putting towards. This is the talk of a lifetime. That's what they call it.
Mhm. Yes, they say that people are more scared of speaking in public than what they are of dying. And I've spoken to quite a few people now about this event and that I will be speaking, and they all fearful of speaking in public. Not sure if it is because we tell ourselves it's scary or because you just don't have the tools to get there. But I definitely have to say that I've had so many mentors over the years from Toastmasters and others as well that you do have the tools in your toolbox. You know what to do, but you have to put in the work for sure.
I love that, Irma. So not just tools, support. It sounds like support. You had a lot of support even prior to TEDx. You joined the Toastmasters organization. Can you talk a little bit about that too? Because I understand you're with a particular elite group called Professional Career Speakers and
Mhm.
member. And so talk about the distinction between that because Toastmasters also holds its own sort of events and contests as well. That's different from TEDx.
Mhm.
How does becoming involved and taking on leadership positions with Toastmasters help you prepare
Yes.
for today?
Toastmasters is a not for profit group, and the only fees they would ask for is the admin fees. Whereas professional career speakers, they are a Toastmasters club, but they do focus on getting their members on stages to be paid professionally, to get their TEDx events behind them, and to also become accredited speakers with Toastmasters International. And that being said, Toastmasters is such a wonderful organization because you can learn so much. It's not just about speaking, it's about leadership, it's about support, mentorship. Huge fan of mentorship. It is about lifting others up when they feel they are down and they cannot reach there. There are contests. I count in my toolbox friends and members that I've met who have gone to the world stage to compete in contests as international world championships. There are so many opportunities to spread your wings and to learn the tricks of the trade so that you can become a better speaker, but also you can have your business run in a completely different way. Leadership is key. Leadership has many facets. It's like a diamond. And leadership is what will make us be able to be successful in whatever we do, Olivia.
I like that emphasis that within Toastmasters, they really groom you, right? I think I joined a club locally many years ago, and they give you a whole workbook, and there's 6 steps you have to take, and they groom you for leadership positions within the organizations. I think that's really
Mhm.
remarkable because you get both the personal and professional development.
I did take on a leadership role again this year. I will be a division director here in District 42 in Canada. And it basically means that the ones who are helping you and your division, that without them, nothing is possible. You know, a leader is not a leader without the people who support them. And Jennifer, the organizer of the TEDx event, has a saying, and it's also our club motto in the San Diego club, is that you do not reach the top of the mountain by yourself. When someone pushes you, that person, though, however, also reaches the top of the mountain when they support you. So together, we all top of the mountain.
I think there's a song coming on.
Right?
There's a song, Top of the Mountain, I think by the Carpenters. That just came to me.
Exactly.
Awesome. So for those of you who may be watching, please let us know if you participate in Toastmasters. Give a shout out to your club, whether it's an in-person club or virtual. I think that was one of the most remarkable things that happened during COVID, that there were online clubs. And then clubs who still keep that going on as hybrid now as an option. And I think because that's a whole other ball game, right? To be able to present and do speaking competitions when you're online instead of an audience.
That's quite an experience. And the new Toastmasters year started on July the 1st. So there are so many ways. If you're interested, you can go to toastmasters.org and you can look up in your area where there are any clubs. Or, of course, you can contact me and I can put you in the right area.
Fantastic. Toastmasters.org. And yeah, Irma has a ton of experience, so she is definitely a great resource person to ask about Toastmasters if you're curious. Now, many people may not know this, but Toastmaster clubs can start within like universities and schools. They can even start within corporations. That's in fact how you found out, right? Through your workplace?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yes, I have been in engineering and this is how I started. It's a funny story. I had to go to the Oscars a week before the Oscars, and I was invited to present, to talk about youth and the impact bullying has on youth. And I had no idea. I needed to call an elevator pitch. I had no clue. Even though at that I've already spoken on stages, I was a nervous wreck. And I walked by an event. It was round about the end of the year with the holidays, and I saw that everyone was chatting and they had meals, there was potluck, and they said, come on in. And I went into the area, it was a boardroom, and they asked me, what am I looking for? And I said, well, I think I need someone to help me with an elevator pitch because I'm going to Hollywood. I am going to be at the gifting suite, and I was invited to speak there about the youth. And I started with Toastmasters the 1st of January in 2019, and I've been there ever since.
That's awesome, Irma. So this is so interesting, like how your career trajectory has taken off. So you have an engineering background, and how did you become a youth author? And that's how I met you. When I met you, you were really taking on this new position as a youth visibility strategist, and now you've taken a little bit of a different turn. So I'm curious to hear how that all came about. And then the TEDx theme is unexpected and exceptional
Yes,
ideas. So what is
yes.
your unexpected and exceptional idea for TEDx?
It started off, I've always volunteered at my kids' schools. I was always involved with them. And my younger daughter, was severely bullied. So I got involved with youth. I got involved with her friends and spoke to the counselors, the teachers. And from then on, I created programs to be presented at schools. I've got bullying programs, I've got leadership programs. And within Toastmasters, there's another leadership program that I presented and that I have had. We've had such great success with the youth taking all these programs. So going forward, then I realized that as an immigrant, And I looked around me and I saw other immigrants here in Canada, and I realized that it's the youth that are struggling because the parents are struggling. It's a new culture, maybe a new language, or maybe the English isn't the same they used to. And I thought, well, I'm an immigrant. I want to start help others. And I am blown away by the support I've been getting when I ask for surveys, when I ask for what people have gone through. And I am building my business now based on that, in helping immigrants integrate into the new environments, the new communities. Because when you help the family, you help the youth. And that's how, in a roundabout way, I worked my way back to the youth.
I see. So by helping families, you can reach the youth in that way.
Yes.
That's wonderful. Excellent. It's okay. Because I was surprised. I thought, is she giving up the youth platform? I hope not, because you are, to me, how I met you, the youth whisperer.
Yes.
And you have all these
I
book series on Amazon, right? You've got a four book series talking
I do.
about challenges, and so that's available. If you follow Irma's Linktree link that's on the screen here, you'll be able to access her Amazon author page where she is the author of all these books,
Yeah.
including the Sing Your Heart Song anthology too.
Yes. It is interesting. I have written a few other books that have not been published yet. And the first four books I wrote because I saw the struggles youth are going through. And it's some of them are controversial topics. But going forward, I'm writing books to show the leadership that exists within sometimes young people you don't even realize. And they're adventure stories, and they are probably a little bit out of the norm, but it makes you think, and it makes you realize leadership. They are our future leaders. And I enjoy writing for them, and just how their minds work and how they have to work through all the obstacles and overcome these terrible stacks that's so high against them. I'm having fun with it.
That's excellent because, yes, they are the next generation. And so you're creating this platform, right, to help train them, mentor them, support them to take
Mhm.
on our future because they're the ones coming up after us. So I think that's a very
Yes.
valiant effort there. And I love now sort of the overarching theme of immigration because I think that's a trending topic. It's a very timely topic. So I think TEDx is coming at you at this precise moment so you can explore
Mhm.
this. One of the things I know about TEDx is that they want you to distill all this information and research into like a one unifying sentence, sometimes even 14 words or less, right? That's the challenge on the application.
Yes.
And so, and then beyond, right? Beyond like the lived experience or your shared experience, like they really do want you to like hone in on research and studies and what's going on, the current events, et cetera. So what is your big idea in one sentence, Irma?
My big idea is that immigrants bring something worth to their new country. They want to succeed. Give them the opportunity, and they will show you what is possible beyond your imagination. Because the US and then Canada, they gave us a new home. They gave us the opportunity to grow. My kids represented Canada at the BMX World Championships. We had opportunities that we never could dream of, and all because we were prepared as immigrants to work hard and to bring with us our experience and to share that with everyone around here. But the one thing I need to say is that as an immigrant, you cannot expect the country to change for you. You cannot demand the country to give you this and give you that. You have to be the one to adapt to their culture. You have to be the one to step up to the plate and put in the work and show that you are worth being a citizen in that country. And that's what we've lived to. That is what my kids have been living to, because at the end of the day, home is where you are accepted. And we've been accepted both in the USA and here in Canada, but eventually Canada became our home.
Beautifully said, Irma. Home is where you are accepted. I love that. Thank you so much for sharing. Excellent. So this is coming to the end of episode 1, but wait, there's more. So tune in every Wednesday at 9 a.m. Eastern. We'll be dropping a new episode. This is a 4-part series in which we're going to be covering, the research behind Irma's immigration topic. We'll also be covering behind the scenes branding and, leveraging opportunities for a TEDx event, talking about outfits. It's not as superficial as you may think. And perhaps we may even have some special guests who are also on the TEDx journey with Irma. So looking forward to having them on in episode 3. And then, of course, the last episode will circle back to Irma after the TEDx event is done and kind of get a blow-by-blow recap from Irma herself. So really excited this entire month for you, Irma, and all that we have to explore. So as we wrap up today's episode, what is your Irma insight? So for those who are watching and they aspire to be a TEDx speaker, what is one insight you can give them today?
Don't be afraid.
There you have it. Don't be afraid. If it's a dream of yours, if TEDx is on your heart, find the way to do it, and don't be afraid to step into that arena.
Absolutely. Do it. It's worth the stress. It's worth the excitement. It's worth doing the research. You learn so much about your topic.
Excellent. So that's all the time we have for now, but be sure to turn in next week and we'll have more of Irma diving into her research topic of immigration. All right. Have a great day. We'll see you then.
Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.